Hi everybody, in this video I'm going to implement a new feature to Mailcoach. Mailcoach is a package that I'm building together with my colleagues, and it is a Laravel package that can be used to self-host your email newsletter. Now, I haven't built this feature at all. I want to show you in this video how I work, how I add smallish little features, and also to show you around in Mailcoach and the code base. If you want to know more about Mailcoach itself, head over to our promotional website and subscribe to our email list, and we'll send you a mail when we launch this package. Now, let's take a look at Mailcoach itself. I have got it pre-installed here, and let me log into the application. And this is the application itself. It uses Horizon to do a variety of things. I don't like that this message is there, so I'm going to start Horizon to get rid of it. And if all is well, that message should disappear. Yep. So Mailcoach is actually a very simple application when you use it. The big three concepts are templates, lists, and campaigns. A template that is just a starting point for creating a campaign is just a little piece of HTML that you can use as the basis of your campaign. A list is a collection of email addresses. This is all seeded data, so I'm not exposing anybody's private information here. And a campaign is a mail that is sent to an email list. So let me just create one here, use that template, and here I can choose that email list. Now let's head to the lists, and let's go to this list. And you can see here that all the subscribers can be in various states. They can be unconfirmed, subscribed, and unsubscribed. I want to talk a little bit about this unconfirmed state here. Now, like you probably know, it is a good practice to use double opt-in when you create an email list. And Mailcoach has support for that. We have here a checkbox which allows you to require confirmation. So anybody that tries to subscribe to this list will get an email, and he or she needs to click a link in that email to confirm that their email address they entered is valid. And after they click that link, then they are confirmed and subscribed to the list. Now, the unconfirmed addresses here, most of these users, I suspect they will just click that link and they will become subscribed. But I can also imagine that there will be some people that want to confirm to an email list, but simply forget to click the confirmation mail. So these unconfirmed addresses, they will stay here until the end of time. And I don't want that. I think that if you don't click a confirmation link for about a month, then it's safe for us to just delete this, because there will be a very low chance that this email will ever go to subscribed. And that is the feature I want to implement. I want to implement that whenever a pending subscriber is older than a month, then I want to just outright delete it. Maybe I'll polish it a little bit more when we launch the package. Maybe we'll make it configurable, that behavior, or the amount of time that needs to happen before we delete it. But for now, I'll just stick to a month. So I haven't implemented this feature, and I find it a little bit exciting because this is like the first time that I do like a sort of live coding video. So let's hope all goes well. So I think the solution for this is just a command that we will let our user schedule, and and that needs to be run every day, and there we will check are there pending users. So let's start by just creating a command. Sometimes I start features with writing tests first, but I suspect that this command will be very simple, so I can just spit it out from before I head to creating tests. So here I'm going to delete alt unsubscribed unsubscribers, maybe unsubscribed subscribers. Maybe we'll improve the name a little bit later, and I like to suffix it a little bit so it's clear that it's a command. So now you have that. This is of course a command. We need to give this, I think it's called signature, Mailcoach delete alt unsubscribed, yeah, like that, unsubscribed subscribers. Let's also give it a description, delete all unsubscribed subscribers. And after that, we can just handle that. So what are we going to do? So the first thing that we need to do is to have like a cutoff date, I guess. And the cutoff date is maybe just now, less than a month. So we'll just subtract the month. And to date time string, this is something that we can use when using MySQL. And next we are going to use a subscriber model. I have a little scope on there called unsubscribed. Let me see if I can type that. Unsubscribed. That have a created at which is less than the cut-off date, and we're gonna delete all those. And I know that if I have a delete here, then I will get the deleted, I will get a count. So I will get the deleted subscribers count. And let's provide a little bit of feedback if you manually trigger this command. So deleted, and then the count, deleted subscribers count. Unconfirmed subscribers. And that is maybe a better name here, not unsubscribed, but unconfirmed. And maybe I'll just rename it as well. All unconfirmed subscribers command. Let's rename that. Okay, since I'm working in a package, I need to register this command in the service provider. Let's do that now. So I have a place here where I can just add commands. And here I can do, I hope I'll get a little bit of auto completion. There it is. Alt unconfirmed subscribers command. So that's good. And now let's create a test for this to make sure that we only delete the unconfirmed subscribers. So I've got a few tests here. I actually have quite a lot of tests for the Mailcoach package. Oh, there's one failing, so I need to fix that one after this video. Let's see if there are more failing tests. I don't think so. I hope not so. Command pending sense does not exist. Let's take a detour and just fix that right now. I know what it is. I think I should just add it here, and it's probably retry pending sense commands class. Let's see if that fixes it. And sure enough, we will get green in a few seconds. Okay, let's create a test. So delete old unconfirmed subscribers command test. Cool. And this extends the test case. Yep, that one. Let's create a setup method so we can set some things up. So I know we are going to create some subscribers and add them to an email list. So let's create an email list to play with. So factory, and here we will have email list. I'm going to create it. I'm also going to add a property for that. And I like to type things, and I also like PHP 7.4, so I can already use this here. So now it's typed. And what are we actually going to test? It will delete a unconfirmed, or not a, but all unconfirmed subscribers that are older than a month. So that is what we are going to do. So in order to test this, we need to have a subscriber which is unsubscribed. For that, I'm going to specify on the email list that email list requires confirmation. Confirmation, can I type? Yes, I can. It requires confirmation. Cool. And now we are going to create a subscriber. So subscriber, and I have some handy methods on here. Let's do john@example.com. That's my test email to go. It doesn't mean anything. It's just johndoe@example.com. And we are going to subscribe to the email list that we just created. And I know, because I'm going to subscribe to an email list that requires confirmation, that this subscriber will probably have a status unsubscribed. Let's make that a little bit explicit. So I'm going to get the subscriber here, and I'm going to get the status here. And right off the bat, I'm going to assert equals. I don't know why I don't get auto completion for this one now, but here I can do subscription status, and I expect this one to be unconfirmed. All right, cool. And I think we can already run this test. We don't test anything that we want yet, but let's see if all the setup was right. Let me copy this. Not unsubscribed. Wait, but this test. And that's already okay. And then what are we going to do? So I need to make sure that it is not immediately deleted, but only after a month. So ideally, I want to go right before that moment, right before the moment that it is a month old. Then execute the command, verify that the subscriber wasn't deleted, then progress for 1 second, and then run the command again and see if it is deleted then. So let's do that now. So the first thing that we need to do is progress the time, but I don't want to wait like for a month to test this. So we need to play a little bit with time, cheat a little bit time. And I actually created a package for that called test time, and I've already been using it in some other tests, so I know it's available on my system. Wait, let me show you the package on GitHub. Maybe that makes it a little bit more clear what it does. I think it's called test time. I've created quite a few packages and I don't know the name sometimes anymore. So yeah, here is the package. And here you can see that these are the things you can do. So you can freeze the time, then you can add a year, and then you can verify that we've actually progressed a year. So let's try that example to see if I don't lie there. So I'm going to test time. I'm going to freeze it. Let's maybe dump this out. So now I'm going to say now and give me the year. And if I get test time again and I add a year, then I'm going to dump or maybe just die the year again. Then we should have progressed 1 year. So let's just execute a test again to see if that works. And sure enough, we're in 2019 now, and the next year is 2020. So this works. So I need to freeze the time here, and I'm going to progress the time here. I'm going to progress it for a month, and then I'm going to step back 1 second. And I think I can do that with just sub-second here. And let's execute the command then. So artisan and delete old unconfirmed subscribers command class. Yeah, I'm going also to assert that it actually finished correctly. And then I'm going to assert this. I'm just going to assert I'm going to assert a count of 1 if I get all subscribers. So there should be 1 subscriber left, namely the one that we created. Okay, let's perform the test. And it fails because I've used the wrong name here. Probably you were screaming at me because of that. Let's try it again, and sure enough, it's green. It hasn't been deleted now. So let's progress for 1 second. Add second. We are going to run the command again, and then maybe I'll just let the test fail because I like to see a test fail before it passes first. So let's assert that there's still 1 subscriber left, but I actually hope that it is deleted. Let's hope that this test fails. And it didn't fail. So this is a good opportunity to debug a little bit live. I'm going to get the correct result here, so that we have a real failing test, so we can fix it for real. Let's go back to the command and see what is wrong with this. So we have our cutoff date. We're going to subtract for the month to date time string. That is the cutoff date. We have all the unsubscribed subscriber where created that is less than the cutoff date. Okay. I think that the error lies in being less than a month. So if we are on a month, then it won't delete it. It will only delete it the second after the month. Let's see if I'm correct. So if I remove this, so on the month itself, this should still exist. And if you progress a second, then it should be deleted. Let's try that. No, that wasn't the case. So let's see again what happens. So add month and add a second, and now it's 0. Let's head back to the command unsubscribe where small then cutoff date delete, and this is now unconfirmed subscribers. I actually don't know at this point what the problem is. So let's try to exaggerate a little bit. Let's add a year. Is it something with the timing here? No, it isn't the timing. I said test freeze. I know what it is. probably you're again screaming at me. It isn't unsubscribed here. Are the unconfirmed ones. So the unsubscribed ones are the ones that were subscribed and unsubscribed at some point. I need to have the unconfirmed ones. Okay, so let's try it again. And sure enough, now it succeeds. So we know for sure that on a month that our subscriber will still exist, and if you are 1 second later, then the subscriber will be deleted. So there's one thing that I want to test more to be sure. I want to be sure that if the subscriber is confirmed, so a real subscriber, it isn't allowed to be deleted by that command. So let's test that as well. So public function, it will not delete confirmed subscribers. So let's create a subscriber again. And I've said that if a list requires confirmation that a subscriber will be put in a state unconfirmed. Let's get that here and verify that is still the case. And of course, it will still be the case. But I can also specify that we are going for this subscriber, skip the double opt-in. And so this state won't be unconfirmed anymore, but it will be subscribed. So this is a subscribed user. So we're sure of that. And let me head a little bit back here. I want to remove this new line because those two lines really belong together. And let's see what we are going to assert. I think it's safe to just progress a month and add a second. So we know that normally a unconfirmed subscriber will get deleted, but we want to make sure that if we have a regular subscriber, then we should have one still in the database after we perform this test. And sure enough, this test passes. What I also like to do is if I added some tests to just run them again to be sure that everything is still working. And let's wait a little bit until that is completed. Yeah, I wrote a lot of tests for this package because I want to make absolutely sure that it works correctly. And let's commit it with add command to delete old unconfirmed subscribers. And let's just push that, and then that little feature is done. What I'm going to do after this video is to try it out for real in the application as well. I'll just create a subscriber, I'll modify it a little bit in the database, let the command run, and to just make 100% sure that it works. But this test already gives me like a lot of confidence that I know it works. So I think that's all I have for this video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you want to stay a little bit up to date with what we are going to do with Mailcoach, then subscribe to our email list. I think we're going to send a few newsletters with some more videos to see, to demonstrate how we progress with this package. And we will also, of course, send a mail when we launch Mailcoach. Right now, the plan is to launch somewhere in the beginning of next year. So I hope you enjoyed this and see you next time. Bye-bye.